Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the end. I would never get this off, but just know I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 20. Seven-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 57. Come on, D. Check three. Big grip.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, switch gears. You're out. Double up. He's coming, double up.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood!
Check mark 27. Check mark 27. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch the
They'll try to left side. Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to left side. Swift, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hernandez. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
What?
Check 13. Check 13.
Zip it. On the rep. Let's go right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Got Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Go! Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 27.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Joe Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
42-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out, low. 58, come on. Watch the slant. Check 99. Check 99. Don't take. Spin. Shoot. Over. Roy.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll try the left side. Swift looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, Shaq. The other ending. You must be low. Time to see a knee. 58, right over there, right over there.
On 3rd down, Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run with Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
60 or. Hey, Alpha. 27, check point 27.
Drop deep, drop deep.
25, check 25, check 25. X3, 218, jump.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st down, Swift taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
15 line. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Orbit. All day, every day, any day.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
It's been a long day for you.
Second and 10. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, 4 down. 30 wins the mic. Better bring it. You better go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
To number 18. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New England.
On the ready.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 right at the 40.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You got nothing to win.
Looking to throw. Complete to Hilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Break. Mike, 57. Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57.
5.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw again to Michelle on the screen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Second and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready up. Mike 27. I'm here all day. Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got him. Mike 27. Mike 27. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Now back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. First down. Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, they run with Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike. Hey, wahoo! Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly, watch the fly, fly. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check Mike 27.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tighten up. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
A give. This is Michelle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Look at me. Zipper. 27, Mike 27. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go. Mike 27. Run. Now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Mike 27, Mike Alpha.
Double dog. That's the way.
Second and 15. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Let's go, G. Hey, let's go. 80 weapon. Check hot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
15 Lonnie. It's a party. Hey, Zoo. 27, Mike 27. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 27. I'm coming.
Second and 4. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Patriots 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Swift, and he's got room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They go play action with Haskins. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my face. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the gift off my chest.
How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.